Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Master of Orion 2. Last time, I know it's been a few days since we played this, last time we had basically conquered the Cylons. They have a couple of systems left, probably not any too valuable ones. Excuse me. I'm going to go check them out. I may just burn them down, to be fully honest, but right now we have Star System Mentor. It's got 3 Cylons chained in the research mines. We have... I believe we have some colonists en route, don't we? There's a way to check colonists en route, and to be honest, I don't remember where it is. Fleets, I think. Nope. Well. The amount... Not in use. Oh, that's right. Yeah, I'm using freighters. I'm using up enough freighters. They're being transported. So I have one guy there. I have my scout orbiting Cimmeria here. I'm thinking probably the next thing that I'm going to do is go to war with the Nolams, because they keep stealing my technology. That is a worthless planet for the Nolams, but would actually be an okay planet for me, because I have all my planet size bonuses. Let's talk with the Nolams and see if we can get some technology out of them. What technology am I interested in? I'm interested in a lot of these, to be fully honest. Zortrium armor for Imperium. Yep, okay, I'll do it. Anti-grav harnesses, dauntless guidance systems for gravity generators. Yep, okay, they're not high grav. I'll give that to them. And ion drives let me move faster. Neural scanner gives me a spy bonus. Anti-grav harness gives me a ground combat bonus. Ion pulse cannons does damage specifically to systems as opposed to armor and structure, but it doesn't hurt monsters and it doesn't hurt Antaran ships. I've never really liked ion pulse cannons. They're good for disabling enemy ships that you can then board, but clearly I am not a boarding kind of race. Anti-grav harness for Titan construction. I'm going to agree because I am going to attack you very shortly here. So this fleet should go to Farah and clean it out. This fleet, why don't we skip down there and see what's at the other end of this place. Okay, in Farah, we have a medium tundra poor colony. Yeah, it's... No, halt, stop, do not bombard. I clicked the wrong button. We're going to invade. So with the anti-grav harness and the Zortrium armor, you can see my bonus is now plus 30 to combat, counting Rear Admiral Tulok. So we take out over the planet very, very easily. And we researched iridium fuel cells. Excellent. So now we can have the Recyclotron, which gives every unit of population +1 production. Honestly, not all that important. We can get the automated repair unit, which repairs ships during combat, but you have to put it on the ships in the first place. Or we can research some fields. I am going to research... Let me see. Why don't I research... ion drives to make my ships faster, because I am starting to move a lot of ships around. This is an uninhabited nation, an uninhabited system with a gas giant. Oh, we just found the Klakons. Gazelles had starvation. Not too serious, apparently. They're still growing, so I'm not too worried about it. And in Naus 2, we finished building a missile base. Let's start building freighter fleets on Naus 2, just for fun. We are not going to annihilate the conquered occupants of this planet. We're going to put them all on food production, though, because right now I don't have much. Nope, not a spaceport, a starbase. In the DOSBox version of this game, the mouse is sometimes a little bit clunky, so that's somewhat annoying. And let's fly on down there. So where are the Klakons? There are the Klakons. So they're up there. They have 5 systems, which means we outnumber them comfortably. We are producing Big Bertha here. Excellent. What was my... Oh, Mentor, I need to transport a Trilarian to Mentor here. I need you guys to actually work for a change. Unfortunately. Gazelle will also need some people. But let's free up a few freighters there. Okay, so what we need to do here is from Tristan. We already moved a whole bunch of people off Tristan. We need to move one more to Farah Prime. Yes, I know, unavailable for 7 turns. That's fine. Moving a subterranean guy to a non-subterranean colony allows them to basically teach the people there how to dig, which is kind of hilarious. So we have a Cylon fleet, 1 cruiser, 1 battleship. That is a large desert planet. It is poor. There is a stable wormhole here at U. We suppressed Cylon rebels on Farah Prime. If you don't have troops here and somebody rebels, they take over the planet. Which is, of course, a problem. So there is a wormhole direct to Demi here in U. So yeah, I think I am actually going to attack. Let's attack U1. We will move forward, fire the missiles. These ships are, yeah. I mean, they have interceptors and they have neutron blasters, but they can't stand against the power of nuclear missiles. The power of technology 3 generations behind where they themselves are is too mighty for them. You can move up, but don't fire anything. The reason I'm clicking on the minimap to move around, by the way, instead of pushing my screen to the edges, are because A, I'm playing on a window, which is the only way I can get this to work display-wise, and B, it zooms really, really fast if you push on the edges. So clicking on the minimap is just overall a lot nicer. You, however, you can fire your interceptors. Why don't you fire your interceptors like that? And then you, sir, launch your missiles there. They're almost certainly going to retreat because the AI loves doing that. Oh, maybe not. It looks like they're coming in to fight. Whoops. Now, they took that fighter took very, very little damage from the missiles. He has an ECM jammer, so he was stopping 75% of the missiles from ever touching him. So let's get some more missiles going. There we go. There we go. That should put paid to him. Now you are going to shoot interceptors at him. See, that's every interceptor is a squadron of 4, so I'm launching 12 interceptors with a 3 interceptor squad there. Fire interceptors at him. Yep, killed most of them. Let's shoot the point defense at him. Didn't hit any of them. There's only 2 left. And yes, I know there's a missile alert. We'll hit him with the other interceptors just to kill him off. And then you. Missile alert, I know. Let's fire your missiles and then move real quick. My interceptors should intercept theirs. Didn't catch him, it looks like. Unfortunate. And that is the end of the Cylon fleet. Let's invade. Yep, we lost a few infantry, but not all that many. And we captured the battle scanner. So adds +2 parsecs to galactic scanning range. Excellent. And the Cylon Empire will live only in the history books as the last vestige of Cylon power has been annihilated. That's right. We also researched the ion drive. Excellent. So now our ships are faster. I am going to research nano disassemblers are really, really nice at high construction levels, but first I need to get into computers somewhat because I have been neglecting that terribly. I am going to research neural scanners out of these ones. I don't really like... Scout labs and security stations are both good, but I don't really like them all that much. And we have made contact with the humans. So 4 settlers have arrived at Mintar Prime. Alien Control Center, Marine Barracks, Automated Factory, Gravity Generator, Pollution Processor, Robo-Miner Plant, Research Lab. Let's buy that outright. So, where are the humans? The humans are down here. That's Sol. It's a white star, interestingly. So now, let's look at Mintar. Notice how the pop cap is now 28? Because I put some Trilarians here. So we'll move those guys back down to research. So they have their Cylon bonus. They can do the research, and we have our Trilarian bonus to production, and so we can do the industry. Especially because Mintar Prime is a rich planet, so we will definitely want to squeeze every last bit of industry we can out of it. Mulbat has that one transport. Let's move to Icarus with him. Icarus, how's Icarus doing? Icarus is pumping out a decent amount of production. Couple more freighter fleets to go, and then let's recruit. Do I need any more warships? Not at the moment, because I have a pretty decent sized war fleet still, and I still have 4 transports plus that one, plus this little scout. I'm thinking I'll probably hit Soultaker and Cimmeria. Although to be honest, the Nolams haven't really been ticking me off too much lately. Let's talk to Strader. Exchange technology. What technology do you have? Biospheres, don't need. Atmospheric renewer, I need. For antimatter bombs, deal. I don't care about bombs. So, the atmospheric renewer is another pollution lowering structure that is super, super effective at making your production go up. Because look, I'm still losing 25 from pollution penalty, so that atmospheric renewer will cut that in. I think it'll cut it in a quarter again, because it stacks with the pollution processor. So that'll give me like another 18 production. This planet is losing 93 to pollution penalty, so the atmospheric renewer here will make it incredibly effective. Any industrial world absolutely needs that. And we will build one over here on Mentor Prime as well. Farah can do its thing for right now. What I do need is I need to be transporting some more Trilarians around the place. So this colony, Naus 2, let's transport a guy to Farah Prime. And let's transport a guy to Gazelle 2. Okay. In Chimeria, so he's building up. The Nolams are assembling their fleet here in Chimeria. The humans. I could make a treaty with the humans. Trade treaty? Research treaty? Nope, okay. Yeah, I don't care about the rest of your technology, so that's fine. But we'll sign a trade treaty with you, and we'll also... The Clacons can I sign trade treaties with? What do you have? You have microbiotics. You have terraforming. Terraforming is a really good technology. And for some reason, the AI loves bombs, so... Trading technology for antimatter bombs, does not matter whatsoever to me, but to them it does. Let's get the neural scanner. For advanced damage control, no. But now I can terraform, so now I can turn planets into better planets. Now that's not terribly important if you're producing enough food already, but turning Gazelle 2 into a... Well, Gazelle 2 is already a Gaian world from my perspective, so don't really need it. Let's buy that robo-miner plant real quick. It's useful when you find a planet that is extremely inhospitable, but also very valuable. Like Icarus, what I can do is... Icarus I can terraform to turn into a better planet type, and that will increase its... That will increase its population cap, so I can stack more production on Icarus 3. So let's do that. And so we've got the neural scanner. Now, what we want is, we can either get the holo simulator for morale boost, so plus 20% to everything, or we can get the planetary supercomputer for tons and tons and tons of research. Or we can get the positronic computer to give my beam weapons better chance to hit. I'm gonna go planetary supercomputer, because boosting your research is always the correct decision in this game. Pretty much always. As I've said before, you live and die by research. So 3 turns to Icarus, or 3 turns to Soultaker. Soultaker. So Icarus 3 has terraformed. Their population cap is now 15, which means I can stack 5 more people on this planet and do a lot more, produce a lot more industry. Let's terraform them again, actually. It only cost 500, so we will once again get it done really, really quickly. 1 settler arrived at Gazelle 2. Mulabat has hit their atmospheric renewer, so now they are producing just an obscene quantity of industry. Let's hit the design button and see if anything has changed. Yes, I have 54 more space available. So, let's get another nuclear missile. Special systems, nah, don't need any. I have Zortrium armor now. Let's stack on a couple more neutron blasters as well. We have 3 space remaining, so we will also put in a single nuclear bomb. Let's also redesign the Macross since we have the space. Get more missiles going on. There we go. Up to 24 missiles. The Hydra, not the Minimac. Well, okay, the Minimac. That's fine. And then let's redesign the Hydra. No space available because we have not miniaturized interceptors at all. You can't miniaturize interceptors. They always take 30 space. They get better over time, but that's all you need. So, here, why don't we build... don't really need colony ships at the moment. Let's pump out a couple more big Berthas on Mulabat. Okay, Icarus has once again terraformed, so now their population cap is 21. And they can't be terraformed anymore. They're as good as they can possibly get. So with that, I am actually going to change their production to housing, which will increase them. They'll basically grow a population unit like every 2 turns. And on Farah Prime, you can see our pop cap has all of a sudden jumped to 20. So these guys can all go enter the research mines while we buy the marine barracks real quick. Food-wise, I am net neutral on food. Mentar needs that marine barracks. That'll be fine. So, population growth, I think I mentioned this, in multiracial colonies like this. That population growth number is actually the sum of each. Each population is growing independently. And the type of population you get is determined by which one hits its next 1,000 cap. So it won't actually grow in 9 or 8 turns like it looks like it will. And I don't know whether we'll get a Trilarian or a Cylon. But basically my plan for Mentor is the Trilarians go to industry, the Cylons go to research. Meanwhile, in Gazelle, so you can see my population cap in Gazelle has all of a sudden hopped up because I had 1 Trilarian. Just 1 Trilarian was all I needed. I'm now negative on food, so I need to go to Tristan here. And shift some people to... Actually, no, not Tristan. What am I doing? I need to go to Trilar. Or another... Naus. There we go, Naus. Let's go to Naus, put somebody else on producing food. Atmosphere Renewer, don't need it. There we go, positive on food again. And Farah Prime, we've got another settler there. So we'll put him in industry as well. Okay, so now we are ready for our next invasion. Once you reach the point where you can invade people, you basically should invade people. War is the name of the game. Of course, it is a game of conquest. That's right, that planet is totally empty. So, I am going to go hit Soultaker. It will require breaking treaties. It's too bad, so sad. Those treaties are not as valuable as a rich Terran planet. Yep, I definitely want to risk a war. Forget risking a war, I am starting a war. What does he have? He's got neutron blasters and pulson missiles plus Zortrium armor. So, let's turn off the interceptors, fire the neutron blasters and the missiles at him, and notice, his crew goes down when he's hit by neutron blasters. That's one of the cool things about neutron blasters. If you are going to board somebody, neutron blasters make it a lot easier because they kill off the enemy crew before the combat calculations are done. I think a lot of these guys, yeah, these guys still have tritanium armor. Big Bertha has Zortrium armor, but nobody else does. You are going to fire all your interceptors at him. You, however, are going to keep your interceptors to intercept missiles. That's 40 interceptors, which is a substantial posse. Alright, he's shooting at us. He's got a pulson missile launched at the Minimac. So move up real quick. Yep, just blast him. There we go. I think... yeah, his crew is 0 at this point. I could, if I wasn't firing missiles, one strategy here would be to capture this starbase and just be able to use it immediately. I've already fired so many missiles that it's going to die, so we'll just, we won't bother to fire any more, but we'll see how things go, as it were. I'm actually not going to be able to intercept that missile with my interceptors, so why don't you just be done. Yep, that starbase exploded. They have 8 colonists, 4 infantry, only 1 building. Let's invade. So their infantry have a plus 20 bonus in combat. Mine have plus 30 because of Rear Admiral Tuluk. Oh, they're low G. Zortium armor, laser rifles, anti-grav harness, all the same stuff as me. And we've got the planetary supercomputer. Now, the emissions guidance system is actually a really cool ability, but since we've gotten that up a little bit, what I'm going to do next is I'm actually going to research the... Gyro Destabilizer isn't a very good weapon, except it spins enemy ships around and sometimes makes it hard for them to shoot back. Inertial Stabilizers give you beam defense at half movement cost, so I like them. Okay, so the Soultaker System. Yep, we're at war with the Nolams. That's fine. No, we're not going to annihilate the conquered population. Why would we do that? What do you take us for? Lucia processor. We do need a starbase and a gravity... Actually, we need a gravity generator first. Are we taking a gravity penalty? We are taking a gravity penalty. Okay. So, do that. And we need to shuttle over one guy from, let's say, this colony to... Soultaker. Yes, we also need to shuttle over one guy to Gazelle Prime. Okay. So, Soultaker has been captured. It is, at the moment, undefended, so I'm actually going to kind of hover here for a bit. I could use some more transports, because I'm running a little bit low. I want Icarus to keep building up for a little bit, though, so let's wait. Okay, so we're being attacked at Samaria. Our scout is being destroyed. Oh, they can't hit him, though, because he's so small and fast. Yeah, if we look at ourselves, we have plus 70 beam defense. So, let's see what their ships are like. Lots of interceptors, neutron blasters, some pulson missiles, small numbers of interceptors. Okay, so they're going heavy on interceptors and beam weapons, which is very common for the AI. When you try to retreat, the enemy gets one more round to fire at you, and then you run. So, that's the Nolam fleet there. They have 1 battleship, 2 cruisers, 3 destroyers, and a frigate. I have a Titan, 5 battleships, and a cruiser. So what I'm going to do here is split the fleet. We're going to take Big Bertha and the 2 Hydras and the transports, and we're going straight for the throat. We're going to go for Null itself. These 3 battleships and cruiser are going to continue orbiting Soultaker as a defensive force. My important planets all have star bases and missile bases, so I should be able to handle whatever they throw at me. Okay, assimilated the last conquered Cylon. Settler arrived on Soultaker 3, so now our pop cap has gone up. Let's get that marine barracks built. Let's also get these guys off food production onto industry for now. So that is orbiting Null. He is moving back towards Null, and that fleet is running to Mutatrix. While that fleet is mine coming to Soultaker. Okay, so there's going to be a fight at Null. Null has a starbase, and it has a frigate, a destroyer, and a battleship defending it. This will be easy. Move the Titan forward. We're going to actually try to capture the starbase this time. It has a crew of 20. I have a crew of 30, but mine are green. So what I'm going to do is we're going to fire the heavy neutron blasters at it just once in order to wear down the crew somewhat. Then we're going to fire the neutron blasters at this little ship in a bid to just kill it. Well, we missed. It has beam defense 85%, and I only have beam attack plus 25 because my computers are garbage. So, then we'll launch the missiles at this ogre. We will reserve... we don't need to reserve the interceptors, actually. We'll launch the missiles and interceptors at that ogre. this guy will move forward, and we will launch 4 of his interceptors at that ship. This guy will move forward. We'll launch 4 of his interceptors at that ship. Okay, they've broken through the shields. Wow. His reactor core just let go. That happens sometimes if the damage that kills you is done to your drive. Then the drive, or not the drive, to the reactor. Because all of these systems can actually be hit. So it's, no, I guess it is the drive. If it's done to the drive, there's a chance that the drive will explode and detonate your ship. Okay, we've got a missile incoming. It's a pulse-on missile. How many pulse-on missiles is it? 2? I'm just going to suck it on my armor. Okay. Now, let's hit him with the neutron blasters. There we go. And fire the missiles at the sprite there. You hit that missile with interceptors and point defense. Hit that guy with interceptors. Move this guy up, save his interceptors for now. Okay, the ships are retreating. The Starbase cannot retreat. Oh, nope, he's going to get intercepted to death. Yep, there he goes. And that's it. Null Prime is mine. They have 11 infantry, I have 12 infantry, I have a slightly better bonus. I'm going to invade. Why do they only have 2 buildings on Null Prime? Come on now. Okay, it's not going great. Well, we might lose. Oh, I lost because I didn't have my... Oh, nope, I took it. One guy survived. I didn't have my, my special leader here. And we captured telepathic training. That's pretty cool. So we've taken Null Prime. They do also have Null 3. I really wonder why they didn't have any structures on Null Prime. That's weird from my perspective. I think that's quite strange. So you go be productive. You go down here. Buy that alien control center. Actually, I don't need an alien control center. I don't... well, I just bought it. I just did a dumb. Okay, that's fine. Being of mixed races also does lower morale on a planet, because all aliens hate each other, just so you know. We are not going to annihilate the conquered occupants of Null Prime, but seriously, why do you have no buildings? Why do you have no buildings? Just build up a whole bunch of infrastructure, please. Now, you, unfortunately... need to all be working to produce food because you're blockaded, so we need to break the blockade. So they're going to starve for a turn, and there's nothing I can really do about it. Let's hit Demi real quick, because that's where some ships are located. Okay, so there's Null 3. Rich heavy gravity with nulls on it. I'm actually just going to blow this planet up. This is a case where it's not worth it to keep the population alive. So we are going to bombard Null 3. There we go. And in Demi, they've got a medium Terran planet. And 1 destroyer and 1 cruiser, so we'll go in and destroy their defenses. Launch some missiles there. Launch some missiles there. Launch some more missiles there. Might actually lose a ship here just because I don't have any interceptors to catch enemy interceptors and missiles. Wow. Okay, well, that ship exploded and in the process wiped out almost everything. When a ship explodes like that, it pretty much kills anything that's around it, except sometimes interceptors live. Let's fire some more missiles at him. Fire some missiles at him. Fire some missiles at him. This mini-Mac can just sit and wait, I think, because the interceptors are coming for it. Shoot a laser cannon at the interceptors. No dice. Okay. That ship is running. And that starbase is exploding. Great. Demi Prime. See, I would kind of rather just kill everyone and put Trilarians on these planets. Because I get a whole lot better pop cap, and I don't have to deal with the morale penalty. But on the other hand, they do have 2 buildings here. So they've got something going for them. They've built something here. We'll see. Okay, UE Prime has a marine barracks and is now building an automated factory. I need to put a Trilarian on UE Prime, and I don't think I am yet. Tristan. Give me a Trilarian, please, and send him to UE Prime. Soultaker still has no defenses, which is a little bit worrying. Just a little bit worrying, but we can make it work. I also need to take over Cimmeria at some point here. And Icarus, put those guys on production. I mean, come on now, you know. Everyone here works in the mines, no exceptions. Okay, let's attack the colony, I guess. Just set it to auto. I imagine they're going to run. Yep, they're running. Okay, that's fine. They were just trying to kind of duck in and get some cheeky hits off on me. I need more transport ships. I cannot attack my own colony. Let's just bombard that one. There we go. So we've got the anti-grav harness, we've got the inertial stabilizer, and now we should get either the planetary radiation shield, which reduces damage against a planet in combat. You can also, it can change radiated planets to barren, but that's not all that important. Or the Class 3 shield, which absorbs pretty significant damage and reduces the damage of attacks. That is what we're going to go for, because shields are really valuable sometimes. UE Prime is getting that planetary gravity generator. Soultaker has the automated factory. I'm actually going to put the gravity generator and the Starbase first. And, they are sending in a ship to attack Naus. Now, there's 2 things that you can do with a ship. You can either actually attack the planets, which usually is a poor decision, or you can just, when it's a little raiding party like this, or you can just blockade them. Blockaded systems can't import food, which means that a big industrial planet like Mulabat here would immediately begin to starve and have to redistribute people to producing food. Naus 2 would probably have a similar problem, I think. But they're not going to be able to accomplish anything, really. So, on Null, they have 1 destroyer. We'll auto-fight it. He's going to try to run again. Yep, he ran. Beam weapons are good for chasing off runners. So, Naus is now blockaded. Fortunately, Naus 3 is still making enough food to feed itself. I need to change away from housing, though. Let's put a supercomputer in here, real quick. Naus 2 can't farm. So, given that they cannot import food while the system is blockaded, they are going to starve until I jump a ship in to kill them. Icarus. Icarus is up to 15 population. We're going to have to switch away from housing, though, real quick. First of all, let's build a supercomputer, and then let's crap out a bunch of transport ships. That fleet is running. We've got Demi blockaded. This fleet orbiting Null. I need to get some basic defenses up. Let's buy the planetary gravity generator. No, not you. I want Null. Go away. Null 1 needs to buy the alien control center. You all are producing a lot of food. You don't need to be producing that much food. Now all of a sudden we're... Oh, right, Naus is blockaded, my breadbasket. My breadbasket system is blockaded, so I do actually need to be producing that much food. Demi has built a missile base, which was remarkably short-sighted of them. So that missile base has 400 structure. So we're going to need to hit it with a few rounds of nuclear missiles. And it is probably going to launch enough pulse-on missiles to hurt. Because pulse-on missiles do, I think, 20 per missile. So they're doing 120 damage a whop. And these ships have titanium armor. Not a huge fan. See if maybe we can entice him into shooting at the scout. Who'd he shoot at? The Mini-Mac. I think that one volley should do it. You retreat. You run up here and shoot a laser cannon at him. Yep, that did it. Unfortunately, it also hit so hard that it basically wiped out the people in Demi Prime, so we're just going to bombard them to death. There we go. Mouse 3 is starving. UE Prime has a Cylon now. So let's get that gravity generator done. In one turn, my Titan will arrive to chase off that ship. What I should do probably is design a beam ship specifically for that purpose. But right now, let's go. I want to go kind of start cleaning up the Nolams. I will need some transports, as I said. So, in Naus, let's attack this destroyer. My low beam attack is letting me down here, because this ship particularly has a pilot, and so his beam defense is off the chain. I'll reserve my interceptors. But, ooh, I actually hit him. I'm firing so many guns that I had an actual chance to hit. He fired his interceptors at my missiles, so... Oh, got him. He didn't run in time. He stayed to fire. 2 destroyers there. That is a huge ultra-poor tundra planet. I can actually use a huge tundra planet pretty well. So we're just going to push in and drive these guys off. And kill all the Nolams and take their planet. Boom. And... hit him on the shields, but not very well. Maximum overkill. You already fired your interceptors, so you're done. And he ran. Great. So, instead of bombarding the planet, I'm actually going to wait. I'm going to conquer the planet, and then I'm going to pick the Annihilate the Conquered Occupants option while transporting some Trilarians in. That will kill off all the Nolams. It's also extremely Nazi-esque, not gonna lie. I will literally be the space Nazis. But I'm kind of already the space Nazis. I mean, I've already been, like bombarding planets to kill everyone on them, and, you know, all that kind of unpleasant stuff, so... It's not more Nazi than I already have been, really. Damning with faint praise here in, like, a big, big way. Research planets need supercomputers. Tristan Prime is doing some research. Let's get them a supercomputer. Let's also terraform, actually, if we can. And get a robo-miner plant and an atmosphere renewer. Haven't done any build-up on the home planet for a little while. Shame, shame, shame. Oh, well, it's not the home planet, it's just Tristan, but still. This is the home planet. This also actually needs a supercomputer, and could also use terraforming to become... Actually, I don't think terraforming would help me anymore. Because it's already an ocean, and I already treat oceans as Gaian. Well, it's an option. Let's try it. Let's see if that increases my pop cap. I don't think it will, but it's only 250 production. Actually, let's buy that supercomputer while I'm here. Okay, it's been almost 40 minutes. I think I'm going to cut this episode here. We have torn out the heart of the Nolam Empire. We have conquered all of the Cylons, and are advancing rapidly towards complete galactic domination. Our income is high, our research is good, our Titans are the scourge of the spaceways, and our ship maintenance is unfortunately taking like half of our nation's total income, but that's okay. We'll live with it. So, thank you all so much for watching. I will see you next time, where we will complete the destruction of the Nolams, and then probably push on to attack the humans. Basically, I want to kind of own this whole half of the map by the time research starts getting towards the end of things. And also use that to eventually, of course, I will aim to launch attacks on Antares. And at some point I want to find Orion, which should be right here near the middle of the map. Like, it might be one of these two. But at some point I want to find Orion and show you what that looks like. So, thank you all so much for watching once again, and I'll see you in the next one.